Yeah, it's a great opportunity to be moving on to the next level. I'm looking forward to challenging myself against some of the best players in the country, one of the biggest A-League clubs in the country. Yeah, it's a great feeling. I did some work with him when he was down here on the course and I really enjoyed it. So with his experience and playing overseas, Dean had been organising it in liaison with Delco for a few months. And that, when they came down for the goalkeeper course for a week, was essentially like a trial for me. It gave all the coaches a chance to look at me. So Dean had been speaking to them about having a look. That's when it all came through. Reading what he'd said on FFA, sort of like my height and my build for a goalkeeper, something he looks for. So I think coming through the MCC, I know how to play out and use my feet. I've been with Dean for a few years now. I haven't spoken to him recently. I was in contact when he was down here in Tassie, the MCC, got to train with him every day. But might be something I'll look into if he's got any advice for me of what his experience in the youth league and now into the A-League. I believe Sydney have 3 keepers this year. I know Anthony is going to be away with the young South Boys, so probably be 2 of us there most of the time. So fighting position. Not yet. I think nerves will set in once I leave and it all starts to hit me. That's actually happening. I'll be training straight in with the first team, so once I get there, I think it'll be a great experience, but I think I'll be a little nervous. I'm not actually there to sign to play rules. They have FFA youth league contracts, so I'll be going up, just training with the first team and starting in August. It's been a great experience. I've really enjoyed it. This is my 5th year doing today for the NTC program. It's a great pathway. The success speaks for itself. But without it, hard youth league and a few boys playing in the Victorian Premier League now. I'm on the way, so it's been a great experience and I've loved
it's not more for me, it's more for the programme, and now the programme's sort of come into its 5th, 6th year of development, and we're now starting to get the results. As Tristan's mentioned, Jeremy and Will, Tristan's the next one there. For always working in close liaison with all the A-League clubs, updating them regularly on the players we've got down here in Tasmania, and now sort of the doors opened and players are starting to come through. Clubs are actually listening to the support and the information I'm providing and actually taking it on board and actually giving these boys a fair chance of going on further up the pathway. A lot of clubs were after Tristan, and I'd been liaising with 4 or 5 clubs, including Melbourne Heart, Adelaide, Wellington Phoenix, and obviously Spider at Sydney. Really, it was rather than sending him away for trials, with us hosting the advanced goalkeeper course down here, I said to the coaches, look, come down, observe him fully for a week, observe him in 2 games. That's going to be a lot better than having a trial process. And then from that, 2 or 3 clubs were in the line for giving him the offer. Spider came forward straight away and said, no, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I want him, and I want him now. And gave the option to Tristan and his parents, and gave him the other options as well, and they chose Sydney FC, and I'm sure he'll do well under Telco. The openings are always there, Walter, wherever the boys are playing, the opportunities, but unfortunately with us being on the island and away from the mainland, until the Victory League really kicks on and people start taking notice of it, maybe the boys are going to miss the opportunity. The advantage of the pathway is they're monitored through the pathway. It's not just from 1 week's trial. Coaches have known Tristan and Jeremy and Will for 3-4 years, national training centre challenges, so there's a continual monitoring of the players. Obviously from there, even if they do go into the Victory League, they're still asking me who's in the Victory League, I need this age group player. I'm still aware of the boys that we've had to release because of age into the Victory League, and then players are still being supported by the TIS as well, and other elements as well, so there's always openings there. The better the league gets, the better coverage we're getting from you guys as it's going to benefit Tasmanian football. But no, I'm in contact with near enough all the A-League coaches at youth level. I know all the youth coaches, and we catch up regularly at our FFA technical meetings, and they're always talking to us. We're always pushing people forward. A lot of it's controlled by their year birth. So national, I'm fortunate enough to work with an under-20 national team, so I'm talking to the coaches there. And if we've got players in that age group, we can also promote them and say, well, we've got this player here, this player. Jeremy Walker was identified to Paul Ocon 2-3 years ago. Paul's monitored him, and then hopefully today, we're getting news that he's made the World Cup squad as well. So it's not a one-off thing; it's a continual work we do with FFA and the higher level coaches to ensure our players are given the best opportunity.
Yeah, certainly a tremendous step. We've got functional national training centre programs that are recognised. We're getting a league that's getting more recognised. So on the national radar, we're tracking very well. So overall, it's important that the pathway and structure's there. The Victory League, I think, has brought a level of professionalism, and we'll continue to work with our club to ensure that's been provided. But we've now got a pathway for players not picked up at national level to go into locally, and it's a better standard of competition, which is important. And we've also got the tracking of these players from national players and discussions that Dean has with A-League clubs and national teams that gives them direct selection or opportunities within there. So it's a positive thing. Having Victory on board is good too. Tristan got a very firm offer from Sydney FC, which is good, but certainly a partnership with Melbourne Victory has made probably all the other clubs lift their bar, because these players can go to any one of these clubs, and certainly our partnerships with Victory, and we'll try and give them first opportunity. But certainly the player, once he gets a firm offer on the table, it makes the decision to go, and for us it's about producing players to the next level, and that's what the programs are there. That's certainly the plan of attack, is to do that. We have, I guess, a number of clubs. There was a wrap of the Victory League on the Football Australia website yesterday of all the games. So these players in the league is getting national exposure now, and we hope that over time that the players that come out of the programs and still continue to develop in the right pathways are picked up, and that's certainly what Melbourne Victory are in it for. They're in it to try and monitor and track our best young talent and work with our pathways to do that, but certainly have a look at the league when they play the state game against Melbourne Victory, work with some of the identified players that are perhaps at that 19, 20, 21-year-old group that may fit into their pathway. Some part of the setting up of the Victory League was to put us on the national radar, and it's certainly done that. Our players feel as though there is a pathway, both playing in Tasmania. It's great to be able to move on, but those players that perhaps aren't quite there at 16, 17, 18 years old still have the opportunity at 19, 20, 21, and that's what we really are in it for.